Well, how you doing in the dub? Now we finna talk to my good old. Let's make it understandable, and let's make it roll like it's supposed to roll. You know, I'm gonna turn on some of this cleanse, and I love this noise, and I know that a lot of them don't, but we don't have time for that. Don't have time for that. So let's see what's going on here with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's see what's going on in your energy. How y'all doing? Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate everyone. I want y'all to do a little favor for me. Push that like button and come and join me and enjoy the peace and love, because that's what I'm about. Even though it might be a little tough around here. Black magic goes back a million times fold. Anyone messing with my chakras or trying to do a spirit, tear it down immediately. I ask in the ethers protection against all evil forces. Archangel Michael, protect me as I do this. Yeah, what's up, home? And thank you, angels. I love you. Ancestors, what's up? The ones on, y'all got some cool ancestors. Some of y'all ancestors in here hollering at me right now. What's up? What's up in the dub? Are y'all ready to do right? Some of y'all been showing out. I heard showing your tail, and they've been trying to stop you. And they said you need to stop. It's just time to stop. Somebody said stop. Ancestor, I don't want to give your name because they'll fall out. Any names come out here is allegedly entertainment purposes only. Y'all will fall out if I start calling your granny name, and I already know what's going on here. So we're going to keep this discreet, because a lot of people, they want, because I have that connection with the dead. They think they can come in and play this. Well, she's this and that. No, I ain't got time to play with you. So let's see what's going on in your energy. What's going on in your energy? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What's going on in your energy? One at a time, spirit. No. Okay. Well, that's how many I wanted, so y'all gave it to me. Okay. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. They want you to know you can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Pride. I love myself and see myself in everyone. Someone love themselves. Honesty. It says I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Sometimes you have to see the truth yourself, because there's people in this world. Not everybody wants to tell the truth. They just don't. I don't care if you told her you better tell the truth. I'm coming down on you. They still gonna look at you like, come on, homie, come on. Now, discipline. What's this situation with discipline? What's this discipline situation? Someone needs to be more disciplined. Okay, a page of swords. There's going to be a message comes about a page of swords. Something about a page of swords, a young person. There's going to be more discipline. A page of swords needs to be more disciplined. About what? What did this page of swords need to be more disciplined about, spirit? They need to have more discipline about themselves. When it comes with this fighting with others. Something about, the Five of Wands. All about fighting with others. And 7 of Wands, somebody set their boundaries. This fire sign, someone needs to, they have self-defending themselves. And the Page of Wands needs to stop fighting with everyone. To go against this fire sign. What about this fire sign? Everybody trying to go against this 7 of Wands, this fire sign. So you need to stop doing that. Stop fighting. All these people need to stop fighting. Because this is the King of Wands. And There's someone here hope that you don't see the Four of Cups. They hoping that you won't see. They don't want you to see what? What they don't want you to see. This is for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone don't want you to see your cups about this Queen of Pentacles. There's something they don't want you to see about this Queen of Pentacles. Somebody don't want you to know something about this Queen of Pentacles. What they don't want you to know about this Queen of Pentacles. What do they want you not to know about this Queen of Pentacles? This is allegedly entertainment purposes only, though you take this word with a grain of salt. What they don't want you to know about this Queen of Pentacles. Something about an Empress. Somebody could be pregnant and they're feeling Five of Cups like they spilled all their cups. We have the Four of Pentacles here. Someone is holding on to some coins and want to get in this chariot with this High Priestess, and someone wants justice for what this someone wants justice about this Five of Swords. Someone wants justice when it comes to this Five of Swords. Okay, what's this justice about? That got me. Let me see here. Okay, Spirit, tell me, what is this justice about? What's this justice? Something about somebody don't want, they're fighting over for somebody not to see about what this Page of Swords done to this person. They don't want nobody to see it. What they don't want to see, the justice that's going down. What is they not wanting you to see right now? They don't want something to be seen. In other words, there's people fighting over this to stay quiet. Okay, Spirit. What do they don't want you to see? What do they don't want to? What they don't want this Emperor, basically somebody to see? What do they don't want you to see? What do they these people fighting over that they don't want you to see? The lightning. The surprise. Something was struck by lightning. They don't want you to see the surprise. Something about a surprise, but somebody getting struck by lightning too. What about this surprise and somebody getting struck by lightning? They don't want you to see about this surprise. What's this surprise? Okay, they don't want you to see the surprise about the flames on the indicate good fortune. Oh, they don't want you to see this good fortune. Somebody's trying to let you see some good fortune that's coming towards you. They don't want you to see this. Why they don't want you to see this good fortune coming towards you? Okay. Something about the moon. They don't want the secret revealed. The moon were near a good omen. It's a secret, but they don't want it to come out. See, something about around the past moon. They don't want something to come out. What they don't want to come out about this moon. Somebody that you have the key to. The key is near and certain. But if you surround by unlucky cards, okay, the key is near you. They don't want you to see that you have the keys to unlock something. Is what I'm saying. Something of good fortune is near you. They don't want you to see this. Okay, Spirit, that got me. Let me see if anything comes out. Let me get some cards. Okay, what they don't want you to see. They don't want you to see that something's near. They want somebody not to be able to see something. We're talking to earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What do they don't want you to see that you have the key to do? What are these people trying to hide? Okay, they don't want you to see the karmic relationship. Something about a karmic relationship. And I was emmed in the past. That somebody was taken down in the past. Somebody was In the past, somebody did an M to somebody. They don't want you to see this. Fight, because they were fighting over a man or lady in the past. Something about in a gray car, they were fighting over somebody in the past, and they don't want you to see. Here's some names. Don't want you to see this. We have Kyle, London, River, Harper, Charlie, Drew, Regan, Logan, Sawyer, Taylor, Kennedy, Hayden, Nico, Phoenix, and Jaden. Something about they don't want you to see that the family mad because you know what they did to you. Okay, they don't want you to see that because they mad because you know what they did to you. Somebody in a maroon car, because they tried to steal your voice from you, but God said no. They was trying to steal your voice. Someone is they're getting attacked on the other side. It feels tired because on my body. Somebody has an SEX spirit on them, a demon that always be messing with them in their sleep, allegedly. Trigger warning. So what's the deal with this? Let me go back here now. That got me. Somebody was taken out. They don't want you to see. Somebody was taken out in the past. What about this karmic relationship? Who was taken out in the past? They don't want you to know about this. The family don't. What's this? Who was taken out here? Spirit. Give me some more. Who was taken out of here? Who was taken out of here, Spirit? Who was emmed in the past? Somebody was taken out for money. Oh, the karmic don't want you to know that somebody was taken out for money and was supposed to be a gift, but it's on the inside because they was trying to start a man-made disaster. So they was trying to give a gift to someone to be a gift to someone. Okay, who is they trying to make a man-made disaster to? Who is this? Who is this they made to go? Yeah, it's accomplished. Somebody's accomplished to the crime. A partner in crime. Somebody is accomplished to this. Who is the accomplished? That's accomplished to this. Oh, it's a trigger warning. Somebody was dismembered allegedly. That was in this cult. That was doing perverted things allegedly. And allegedly they were taken down allegedly. You know, somebody did a strangulation allegedly in this organization. So they're trying to surveillance the situation. Why is it trying to this person and cause an accident? So they don't want this to come out that somebody was taken down for some insurance for their life insurance. So somebody's been taken out. And some family knows it, but they don't want it to come out. So let's see, what's this about your imagination, man? It's getting deep. Let's see. Imagination. What is this imagination situation allegedly going on? Imagination. What's this deal about the imagination here? Something about this was an emperor. Somebody's an emperor. And imagination about their great skills or trade work, mystery, perfections about their work. Emperor's work. What's this imagination? Don't get caught up in fame and fortune is what I'm hearing. Their imagination about what? Okay, this star. Somebody's don't want them to get caught up about this star. Something about a star. They don't want them to know about this star. Their imagination. Something about Six of Coins wants to give a gift. They don't want this person to know about a star that gave a gift. What about this gift, this star? Okay. But the ancestors are bringing it out. There's a Hierophant here. They don't want them to know about it. They want them to not know about a gift that they have to use their imagination. They don't want them to wake up to their gifts. So they don't want somebody to wake up to their gift, this Hierophant. They don't want this Hierophant to get unstuck. Somebody may have somebody trapped in their mind with magic and stuff. What about this Hierophant? They don't want this person to wake up and use their gifts. That's what it is. Because Ace of Wands in reverse, something about false start, clouded. They want your judgment to be clouded and destroy you, but it's justice coming. It's going to be justice about this situation, keeping you from your dreams and keeping you bound up and taking your creativity and bounding you. So somebody tried to. So what's going to be the justice in this situation? So Spirit, what's going to be the justice in this situation? So everything's coming out that somebody was trying to mess with somebody's, screw them all up, basically. And what's the justice? Something about a homicide. Somebody don't want somebody to get no justice about a homicide that was done. See, it went right over here. It was done to somebody that they was trying to take out. They don't want this person to get justice because of this homicide. Who was taken out in this homicide? Who did they take out or going to take out? Somebody didn't want somebody to get justice about a homicide. And they regret this. Somebody regret doing what? Now they're trying to clean it up. See, they're trying to clean up that they had something to do with this serial killer trapping somebody that somebody supposed to had an affair with. That's what it is. They don't want this to get out. So they're trying to keep people from the truth. Now what's this trust about? Someone needs the trust. What's going on with this trust situation? What's going on with this trust situation, allegedly? So from what I'm hearing, they're doing magic on this person. What kind of magic they doing on this person to keep them bound from the truth and not seeing what's going on? What kind of magic is they doing? Somebody is a master at magic. That's what I feel. They do magic allegedly. Take this with a grain of salt. This is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take it for your story if it's not. But they do magic. They was doing magic. What kind of magic they using on this person? So they was doing magic on a healer. So they was doing magic on this healer. So that's what it is. And so they want this been banished. The hex had been banished off this healer. So they was hexing this healer, and what else? They kept hexing this healer, and what else? To have a home going, okay. And they wanted a deed to this person. Want this person to be deceased around the moon. They don't want this to come out, but this person, they don't want them to ground themselves. But they don't want them to be able to ground themselves. But see, they didn't know there was boundaries that were set already in motion when it came to this. What's these boundaries? There's boundaries with this when it comes to, this union. See, there was boundaries. Somebody crossed in somebody's union, and there was boundaries that somebody crossed. They shouldn't have did. So people crossed the line, so they finna get it. That's all I can say. You gonna pay their karma for messing in somebody's relationship, especially if it's divine and something that was set up by Most High. From what I'm hearing, these people keep messing in these relationships. Now you gonna have to deal with that karma that you asked for. What you need to trust, you need to have trust about. What's going on with this trust? Taurus-Virgo-Capricorn. You need to have trust in what? A Scorpio. Somebody need to trust because there's a baby not yours. Someone is upset, mad as hell. There was a baby that's not somebody's. It don't belong to somebody because the love spell went back to center. Somebody's love spell went back to them. So somebody's soulmate is coming soon, allegedly. What else? So somebody's love spell. Something about an air sign was doing black magic on somebody, allegedly. On their mother. Somebody was doing magic on their mother, allegedly. This person may have lived on the west side of the world in the past. Somebody says, walk with faith but not in fear. Most High is here. Something about John in the past. Bad police was working on watching you every day, allegedly, about this. No more worries. They thought you would not see God and you're gonna worry, but Watch out for this Killer. Pastor works for the devil. In the past, there was somebody that was evil as hell, worked for the devil, was coming in this situation. There was a pastor doing this. They took out somebody's grandma or grandpa in 1994 on spell work was done for money. LBAEMO. In the past, somebody did this too. Somebody's name could be Lisa, allegedly. Somebody was 30 to 40 years old at that time when they did it. They was catfishing this person in the past, allegedly, but they didn't answer. You have an old soul. There's a karmic dad involved in this in the past too. See, they was in the nation. They thought the nation, somebody was nation in the nation named Carson. The whole group of losing their mind, just period. God said, I'm watching you. God said, I was watching you the whole time that y'all done this. So, you know, they didn't want no congratulations to a Laura. Somebody named Laura, allegedly. I get upset when something reminds me of you because I remember how much I miss you. Somebody gets upset. Someone's name could be Terrell. Somebody said rely on God to start all over every day as if nothing yet's been done. Someone had to learn to rely on God. It says, I see you. God was watching you the whole time. So God seen the whole thing when you was doing these help spells on somebody. Somebody could be named Denise, allegedly, and Jocelyn. You were doing health spells on this person. Someone named Sarah, allegedly, names come out, but that don't mean nothing. Don't go off your deep ends if not you. Someone named Russell in the past, something about liver cancer problems, and me not a doctor, but somebody may have that coming. It says you may not win at all things, but you're going to win at some points on this whole situation. Okay. Somebody has HIV, allegedly. They tried to give this to a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it didn't happen. There's a police. Somebody is the police, allegedly. They know about this. Something about putting a joke on your name. The police was putting a joke on you, but don't worry. Karma's coming, allegedly, or something. For a Cancer, Scorpio, and a Pisces in the past that was doing it. That was next to a police. They were putting a joke on your name. Someone named O'Connor, allegedly, names come out. Somebody, Kyra, allegedly. Somebody's house is on fire or something. Somebody's house may catch on fire, or they're trying to put a house on fire, allegedly. I type out texts, but I don't send them. Somebody said, allegedly. Don't take this. It might not be you. Don't make it your story. Devil will ride your A all week for hurting chosen ones and earth angels. Somebody, how the SEX feels off in this relationship. So someone needs to choose now. Says Kenyon West. There was no infidelity. Somebody was a cheater in the past. Something about the devil. The gunman went home. Something about the devil. The gunman went home. Something about karmic father-daughter screwed now lying on you. Somebody's karmic daughter was lying on somebody, allegedly. 1960, allegedly, could have been their birthday. Lost. Sometimes we must lose things and people to appreciate them, their value. Then other times we must lose to gain. It's my husband's birthday. They say sometimes you gotta lose to gain. And then you gotta know somebody's value. Okay, I get it. You know, that's true. A light worker work. Somebody in the past wasn't a light worker. It says, I went away from you because a lot of games they lied. Somebody didn't study like they were supposed to in the past. An old woman, something about an old woman, allegedly. They tried to get this person to have a bad heart problems, they thought, but it's got reversed. Crazy fake friends in your face. Somebody was fake in your face. 14 in the past, allegedly. Somebody's storms will take out a lot of people. Somebody need to watch out, allegedly. Hammerstein, allegedly. Somebody need to watch out. A baby's test positive. Somebody's with child. Somebody might get pregnant, allegedly. Okay, Aries is protected by God's angels, spirits, and more. So this will be a star. This is a star. Somebody said there will be peace after pain. Somebody says not sleeping with me. Hell no. Somebody says I'm glad I had a GUN. Something about back in July. I will never talk to you again. This player said that in the past. Somebody with a W or in their name. Somebody back in the spring, allegedly. Somebody named Brittany, allegedly. Names come out, but that don't mean nothing. Somebody named Riley in the past, allegedly. 1963. Somebody could have been born, or look up that number. They feared the truth. They was fearing the truth for what they did to this healer. They fear the truth, what they have done. Because they know what they have not done. They don't know what they done. They just don't. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so, somebody needs to watch their pride and be honesty with yourself. That's the last card. You need to be more, watch your pride and be honest. Like, share, and subscribe.